Good evening, everybody. Welcome here to Steve's Wrestling Ramble for the Raw review for New Year's. So, happy New Year, everybody, wherever you're watching, whether on the other side of the world or here in the United States. Hope you had a very happy holidays, a happy New Year. Now, the holiday season is officially over in a sense, and for me, it's October 1st to January 1st. So, in about an hour or so, it officially ends midnight central here. So, and it ends on these folks in about 7 minutes. But either way, hope your holidays are great. Hopefully, your New Year's Eve was fun and all the other jazz. Now, Monday Night Raw was tonight, and I would say Raw was so. And actually, I'm actually going to do my tweet. Well, that was weird. There's an issue with the Twitter. But either way, I'll put that up here shortly. That's how I usually do for Monday Night Raw. My tweet, what you guys think. Also, you're welcome to vote for Steve's Wrestling Ramble on the Wrestling Radio Awards either every single day. And you can only vote once per day, but you can do so every single day. You actually haven't been able to for the past month. But I'm just notifying you guys here for, I think, only the fourth time this season. So, cool. Like I said, everybody, WrestlingRadioAwards.com. Wrestling Radio Awards spelled .com. Search for Steve's, or not search for, but vote for by typing in Steve's Wrestling Ramble. You do not have to vote for all the 12 or 10 categories. Just for the ones you like doing. Like for me, I'm voting for 6, I do, or 5 or 6 per day categories, and sometimes I mix and match beyond the ones I'm voting for my own show. But each and every day. So vote for Steve's Wrestling Ramble for best new show, best live show, and best show overall. So we'll see which ones, if any, or all three, where we make the cut to be on the official ballot for the Wrestling Radio Awards. Again, that is best show, best live show, best new show. So I'm going to vote for Steve's Wrestling Ramble there, Wrestling Radio Awards.com. Let's move on talking about Monday Night Raw. First, starting off with Kurt Angle in the ring, talking about the women's first ever Royal Rumble match, and the rules pretty much doing the same as the men's. I think I even brought up last week. Steve's Wrestling Ramble and on the Raw review. If not, also the SmackDown Live review about you're going to for the women's Royal Rumble. You're going to have the Royal Rumble for the women in general. Now moving forward, you should have it equal to the men. About equality for women or vice versa. Well, you're doing the same thing in WWE. WWE likes to tout themselves being pioneers for things, even though in this situation they weren't, but still, sports entertainment. Still making the same, still doing this, having what is going to be a historic moment. At least to me, and I'm looking forward to it, as I already explained in past episodes. So to have it have 30 women, to have it over the top rope, so it's not like how it used to with Battle Royals, looking like a hot mess, craziness that didn't really make any sense. You know, it's just a cluster mess of things, but having 30 women, having it over the top, this and that, everything, I think it's going to make it respected. And I think the women there in the matches, whether with, I'm sure you're going to need some NXT stars. You're going to also have some legends come back, and just like you do for the men each and every year, right? Expect that in the men's returns, debuts. Again, I now bring up as an example AJ Styles a couple of years ago, debuting in WWE in a Royal Rumble. One of the old entrants. That showdown with Roman Reigns. No. Almost like that in the women's Royal Rumble now can happen this year or the next years to come. Having those debuts from a woman from another company coming to WWE, like AJ Styles from Japan / Impact. Velvet Sky, I know she's a free agent. Team Bray Dudley, not married to him. So can have moments like that. Nikki Bella, the both Bella twins returning, not just Nikki. Excuse me, Nikki returning. Either way, I look forward to it. Right now, my favorites are who I'll be hoping for to win is Carmella. Why not have her win the Royal Rumble and still be Miss Money in the Bank? She can hold that briefcase longer, no matter what. Have her enter WrestleMania. Unless they want to book it where she cashes in before WrestleMania, she still has her WrestleMania title match anyways. She won the Royal Rumble, so whether she successfully cashes in or not, on the women's side, she's main eventing right at WrestleMania. So I actually kind of like that. As much as I wouldn't mind if Asuka defeats Alexa Bliss, whether earlier in the night or however, I don't know how they're going to space out or have these matches. You're going to have 2 title matches, Raw Women's, SmackDown Live Women's title matches, and then the Royal Rumble match for the women. And you have a 4-hour show, which is good. It's a dual brand pay-per-view event. And yes, some people say, oh, will they make it work for the men? You did every year 2 title matches or 1, before the brand extension for the title. Now, currently the Universal and WWE Championships, and have the men's Royal Rumble. Well, that's different because it's just 1 Royal Rumble match. You can have those matches obviously early or whenever before the Royal Rumble match, because the Royal Rumble match always close the show. It's the main event. It's what got people to buy the tickets. The Royal Rumble match itself. Yeah, the other matches on the card are great, or not so great, whatever your opinion be for that year's Royal Rumble, but you're pretty to get to see the Royal Rumble match itself and the surprise entrance, the Hall of Famers coming back, making an appearance. Like we had DDP events, so how that's going to work for women? I only have 2 of them. I would say you have both Raw and still have women's titles matches, if not back to back, close to it in the beginning, and then have the women's Royal Rumble, at some point in the midpoint of the event. Like, I wouldn't mind if that would be the case. Yeah, hold on just a second. I'm just typing up the tweet. Almost done. Just give me a moment. All right, there we go. Pretty much got it done here. Just wanted to make sure I have that done here on my Twitter. As always, both great, good, okay, or terrible. And let me know your thoughts of Monday Night Raw. I'm moving around quickly. Bray Wyatt defeated Apollo Crews. I would stay there. Half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Jason Jordan defeating Cesaro. They're sure we'll get that tag team matchup for the tag team titles at the Royal Rumble with those 2 teams. Asuka defeating the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss. Probably get a 1-on-1 match there for the Raw Women's title. For the Royal Rumble, I already explained how I would book Royal Rumble in that aspect for the Women's Royal Rumble. How that should be all seated in all the buzz. How I would book the whole show, at least in match card placement, not actually booking the show yet until we the card and my predictions at that point. Braun Strowman defeating Heath Slater and Rhino in a handicap match. Intercontinental Champion Roman Reigns successfully defending his title against Samoa Joe, which makes sense, but you never knew. You never know WWE. Cedric Alexander and Goldust defeating Drew Gulak and Anitari Goldust since Enzo Amore was in the hospital. Seems like he's alright. Just precautionary flu-like symptoms and situation there. But they had to have some kind of thing for the cruiserweight division on the show. I mean, they have 3 hours to spare, so having gold as part of it actually was kind of cool, entertaining, and it was all right anyways. Moving right along there. Finn Balor, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson defeat Elias and Raj, and then Kane attacks the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman does what he usually does, and this Paul Heyman thing, and which is pretty dang good in that respect. But that pretty much was Monday Night Raw. It's pretty good. Welcome to follow me on Twitter at WWE Podcast. Subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. What are you looking forward to the most for Royal Rumble? What are your thoughts on any of my thoughts from tonight? And welcome to follow my runs to poll and vote for Steve's Wrestling Ramble. WrestlingRadioAwards.com. Again, it's WrestlingRadioAwards.com, and vote for Steve's Wrestling Ramble on all the ones you feel like doing so. Even the ones for interviews. You can tell on my channel, I do have actually a couple of interviews under my belt. So, and I think one of them definitely was early 2017. So, either way, let me know if you do so. A pretty quick episode here. Let's see. Anyway, hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Sorry, no music. I'm just going to do for at least this week to start 2018. No entrance music or opening or ending themes. Let me know what you think about that. I'm just test driving that for 1 week for all my videos. This one, SmackDown Live review on Tuesday. Talking Packer with Steve, my NFL podcast on Wednesday. Talking about the wild card round weekend and coaching situations and this and that. Thursday, Steve's Wrestling Ramble. Hopefully some of my team members as we are on the road to the Royal Rumble. And then Friday, I also have 2 videos. One talking about the TV show Mom on CBS, and then Life in Pieces on CBS. Life in Pieces took a 1-week break, along with Mom, along with most shows, over the Christmas week, last week, and otherwise. But now it's back. Their first episodes of 2018. Done. But anyway, hope everybody has a great weekend, or had a great weekend, had a great holiday, had a great New Year's Eve with significant other, friends, otherwise. And hope your 2018 is great. Whether you believe or care to do resolutions or however you feel, hopefully for you and for yourself, you have a great 2018 and however you see it. It doesn't matter what I think about, whatever you think is what you're focused on is what you should be. In the end, it's not none of my business. I hope everybody has a great 2018 and however they see 2018 being great to them. Right? Everybody's different, but I respect everybody. It's just that person I am and will always be. Always true. Danger. But again, take care. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. And enjoy the start of the year. And I know I'm looking forward to April this year. And not just because of WrestleMania, because I'm turning 30. So, done. So I'm just watching a TV show, women on there, so sorry. Anyways, yeah, originally I see how women episodes was when they're younger, just, better than bikinis. I watched enough porn in my life to know about that. Wrestling's gonna be interesting here in 2018 WWE, and it's really gonna be interesting as you head to the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season. So let's get ready. It's time to rock and load. And above all else, as always, take care.